Hello Capricorn, welcome to your September 2024 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope all is well in your world today. So this is for you if you are Capricorn, Sun, Moon or Rising. If you're neither of those and you just like the reading and it resonates, then absolutely feel free to take it. Also, it's a general reading, so everything's, not for everybody. Just take what you need and leave behind what you don't. So we'll get started with these beautiful Colette Baron Reid Spirit Animal Oracle cards. They are really lovely, and we'll use these to find the general energy, the general tone of this September reading for you, Capricorn. So we'll just pull 3 cards out. They may just be just a little bit of guidance for you. They may well weave themselves within your reading, but we'll just have a little look and see what these cards have to say. Okay. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Oh, got 2 there. We'll have those. Stag Spirit, take the lead. Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. Okay, so this reading may well be all about you going a little bit deeper into a situation and doing it off your own back, taking the lead rather than waiting for others to take a closer look at something. This could be a relationship, it could be a work thing, and now's the time to do it because apparently the Rabbit Spirit tells us it's a lucky time. So let's find some recent energy cards for you. Now this could be as recent as last night, yesterday, last week. So we've got one's just hopped out there. I'll have another couple. Okay. The King of Swords, the World, and the 5 of Pentacles is in your recent past. I'm going to go straight in with 3 clarifiers. Oh, they've got the Queen of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. So, in your recent past, things have begun to be seen by you very, very clearly. I think you're beginning to have some realizations, you may be connecting the dots with something, and you're really starting to see things actually how they are, and maybe this will instigate this deep dive into something, at looking at something a little bit closer than you had maybe originally planned. So, that could be a relationship, it could be work, it could be a contract that you're about to sign, something that's needed your thought, and you've actually beginning to see that actually things need a little bit more attention, maybe than you first thought. We've got the World card, and that is the closing of a cycle. So it's the last card in the tarot. So we've started at the Fool and we've been through all of the cards and we've got to the World. So this is the beginning of a brand new cycle for you, and maybe this realization that you've had, this clear thinking that you have clearly had over in the recent past has set you off on this brand new cycle. And I think you need to be aware moving forward, or you have, should I say, because this is your recent past, tried to focus on the positive things that you have got, or look towards the things that you have got rather than you haven't got, because maybe in your recent past, I think maybe you have focused a little bit too much on the haven'ts, the lacks, because we've got the 5 of Pentacles, which is the card of lack, and we've got the 5 of Cups, which is looking at what something that you've got, and not actually realizing that actually you've got some other perfectly good stuff going on that could help you, that you're not actually looking at. You're too busy focusing on the negative, on the what you've not got. And the Ace of Pentacles here that's clarifying is you being given the opportunity, a new bit of potential that you can work with and grow and begin to take forward into the future. but maybe you're just being too negative about it and focusing on what, you know, you have nots rather than you have and you cans. So let's have a little bit of a closer look at your current energy, Capricorn. And one's just hopped out there. Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters, moving into a better place mentally, and just generally. Another one's thrown itself out, the Lovers. So this could be your connection with somebody else. So things are starting to get easier because of maybe your recent past. The realizations and the clearer thinking that you having, then, you know, things are starting to get a little bit better on a relationship front. Let's have a little look at another card. We've got the Six of Pentacles, 3 clarifiers, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, so in your current energy, things are starting to feel a little bit better. Maybe you're not as stressed. Maybe, you know, things are starting to feel like they're actually moving forward now, rather than sort of quite static. And I think 2024 for a lot of people has been that. It's felt quite, you know, like you're not getting anywhere, you're walking through mud, and things are starting to feel a lot easier and a lot better. And I think, like I say, that's more on a relationship footing. So that could be a relationship with your nearest and dearest, you know, the people that are close and intimate with you. That could be family, that could be work, any sort of relationship. Things are starting to feel a lot easier. And, you know, I think the flow of energy between you and this person or these people is beginning to feel more balanced and on a better footing, whereas in the past maybe things have felt like you're the one giving all the time, and now you're starting to feel a little bit more happier with the way things are, because things feel more balanced. And, you know, that flow of energy between you is a lot better. It's how it should be, because, you know, no one wants to give all the time, and alternatively no one should take all the time, because that just throws the balance off, throws the energy out, and makes things quite difficult and quite sticky. So I think, you know, the flow of energy between you and this person or these people has started to flow a lot better, because the balance has returned. You know, it could be, you could have been in a situation where it was out of that person's control, where you've been supporting somebody in some way, you know, because they needed it, because that's just how life is sometimes. Sometimes we need to love and support somebody, and we need to chuck a lot more of our energy into something than they can. And that's fine. That's, you know, that's just life, isn't it? But I think things are starting to return to a bit more of an even keel with the two of you, with, you know, this group, whoever this may be. And you're starting to feel like life is a lot fairer, life is a lot more balanced, the energies are flowing better. And yeah, you know, we've got the Page of Swords, and she's you know, may well have come in with an idea of how that can happen, of how, you know, how things can, a bit of a plan of how things can start to feel easier. That can also just be the beginning, you know, coming at things with a fresher approach, feeling more fresher about, you know, in your head and your mind about how things are going to progress. We've got the Knight of Wands, and he's really moving forward, taking action, moving forward, pushing things forward in a positive way. And we've got the 9 of Wands, and he's the wounded soldier. You know, he's been through a lot, but despite everything, he's pushing ahead, and he's moving onwards, and not letting things hold him back and hold him down. He's still cracking on and moving onwards with life, despite the fact things might have felt quite difficult. So you know, your current energy is really quite a positive one, hopefully you're feeling it, and hopefully you're feeling like things are starting to get a little bit better and the balance of life is starting to even out a lot more, and you know, you're able to begin moving onwards and moving forwards, taking the lead, as the stag spirit may say. Maybe it's you that's really pushing this onwards, pushing this forward, and because you maybe have been the dominant energy in your recent past, and you know, you are the one that's taking the lead to move things forward in a better, more positive, more balanced way. Okay, right, let's have 3 cards for your future energy. I think, and now's the time to be doing this. We've got rabbit spirit, now's a lucky time. You know, now is the time to start shifting. As I've said in a few of my other readings, September I think is quite a pivotal month for a lot of us. You know, we're sort of pointing ourselves on the right path, in the right direction, to send us in a positive way towards where we need to be in 2025, because a lot of changes are coming in the next few years, and I think we're needing to sort of place ourselves in the right position, so that we're in a good place and in a good situation to meet whatever challenges or whatever changes are coming towards us over the next year or two. I've got too many cards here. I'm going to pick this one up. Oh, and this one. Excuse me, I'm back. And we'll find some better cards for you, because there's too many there to take. Oh, one's hopped out already. We've got the 10 of Wands, we've got the Queen of Cups, and we've got the Moon. So things may have felt like, or you may have felt like you've been carrying a very heavy burden. And that may come of the fact that, you know, you've been feeling like things have been out of balance. And like I say, it may not have been intentional. It may just be how life has been. Maybe you've been the one that's, you know, the only one that's been working in the house, or maybe the only one that's been well in the house, and you've been having to carry the burden, you know, not necessarily a burden, that could be the wrong word, but you felt quite weighed down because it's all on you. But I think this 10 of Swords is here to remind you that you're nearly there. You're nearly through it all. You know, things are going to start getting easier soon, because the man here, he's carrying these sticks and there is harvest. So he's grown them, he's nurtured them, he's put all his time and effort into them, and he's only got to get them home, which is just here, and then he can put them down, and then it's job done. So you're nearly at the end of what has felt quite a weighed down period in your life, where you felt quite burdened with a lot of stuff that's been going on. And the Queen of Cups, she's very nurturing. She's the kindest, most nurturing and loving queen in the pack. And I think, you know, she's sort of here to sort of remind you that, you know, you need to have some compassion, some love, and maybe now's the time to look after yourself a little bit, and to get yourself in a place where you're feeling more emotionally steady, and things, you know, to realise that things are going to start calming down, and you're going to start feeling more settled, to be kind and compassionate to yourself, because you've done an amazing job. You've worked through a lot of stuff, and you know, now's the time for you that you need to give yourself, you know, this is coming from you, for you. Give yourself some time, some love, some compassion, and know that things are starting to even themselves out, and you steady themselves out. Your inner emotional world is going to start feeling a lot happier and a lot calmer. You know, you've been through a lot, and you've been through some difficult times, but things are going to start feeling easier. You know, we've got, I'm just harping back there, keep getting drawn back to look at the World card. You're at the beginning of a new cycle. Things are starting to feel easier. And, you know, these things, these transitions, they don't just happen like one day you're in a terrible time, the next day you've got the World, and so things all are better automatically. It's a transitional time, isn't it? Things take time to slowly work themselves through and to, you know, to head towards the right direction. Nothing, you know, we live in a world where we get everything on demand really quickly. Food pops, you know, at our doorstep within an hour. Well, unless you live here in the back end of nowhere where you have to actually drive 40 minutes for a takeaway. But, you know, we're used to having things sort of quickly, aren't we? We order something, it pops in the post the next day. You know, everything's fast. And I think sometimes we need to remember that things actually do take time, you know, and to be kind and compassionate to ourselves while this is happening. Let's have these three. Right, okay. So we had the Moon card here as one of our cards for our future energy, and that is a reminder to not let ourselves get swayed off our path by our fears, by things, you know, by things giving us a bit of a wobble, you know, making us feel slightly unsteady and then sending us off on a different path than the one we should be on, because, you know, our fears are leading the way. I think, you know, you need to just remember to just find that place of calm within you and sort of be steady and take your time and just go in keep going in that right direction, the direction that you know your inner compass is guiding you, and you need to remember to stay in that place and to not let your fears and the things that you think may happen sort of distract you from that. We've got the Tower card here as a clarifier, the Emperor and the Hermit. The Emperor stands out here because he's all in red. The background's in red. You know, we've got orange and yellows. They're all very strong colours, and he is the card of strength, of leadership. We've got take the lead here, Stag Spirit, and you know, I think you are pushing for this. You know, this change that's happening with whatever's going on in your life at the moment. I think you are the guiding light. We've got the Hermit, and you know, this is your epiphany. This is your something may happen before the end of the month that's really sort of makes things really, really clear, and completely shifts the way that you're thinking. Obviously, you've had this clearer thinking and in your recent past energy that's allowed you to set forward on the journey of moving into calmer waters, of beginning to find more balance, and beginning for things to start getting better. But I think in your future energy, something else is going to happen. And I think that is more on an internal level than an external level. That's going to really consolidate that and really, you know, help you to realise that, yes, things are going in the right way. Things are going in the right direction. And you're the strong leader, shining your light, moving forward, not getting distracted by your fears, which will take you off the path. You're holding your own, you're holding your strength, and you're using your knowledge, your intuition. I actually think this is more about what you actually do know, so your inner wisdom, rather than the connection to your intuition. I think this is a lot of just you, and the stuff you know is helping you to take the lead and move forward towards, you know, the next phase of the cycle, the next turning of the wheel. So let's have some future energy for you, Capricorn. Not future energy, guiding energy. Some general advice from the cards on how you can best navigate through the month. So we'll have 3 cards, little bits of advice. The Death card, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. So The Death card, all about new beginnings. The sun is coming up in the background there. A new dawn is upon you. Basically, it's a new start, a fresh new beginning, and things are going in a more positive direction because we've got, excuse me, I've got the hiccups, and you have got the Ten of Pentacles. And so that is, you know, your place of abundance, all the material things, the tangible things in life that you would like to make your life better, to make your life feel more stable, more secure. You have the Ten of Pentacles. So know that you're on the right path. Whatever you're doing, however this month is playing out, if you can keep that strong and steady, focused frame of mind, not get distracted by your fears, not let anything knock you off your path, then you're heading towards the right place. We've got the Four of Pentacles, and he's saying to not hold on to anything too tightly. So as with the Six of Pentacles, life is about flow. When we hold on to something too tight, then it makes everything stagnate, and it creates a blockage, and things don't flow the way they should. So that can be people, that can be money, that can be stuff. So whatever you need to let go of this month in order to make space, do so. Don't be clinging on too tightly to things. Just let life flow. Let things flow through you. Let, you know, relationships, let money, let the energy just flow, and, you know, not hold on to anything too tightly, and you will end up heading in the direction of this Ten of Pentacles, place of love, security, abundance. You will end up on the right path towards that for, you know, the foreseeable. So I hope that has been useful to you. I'd love to know your thoughts on it, if it has been, even if it has not. So yeah, don't forget to put a message in the comments below. Have a lovely day, have a lovely month, and I really hope to see you next time.